All right, you guys got your boards in your laps. Tilt them up. Tilt up the boards in your laps over here. Waiting. Got waiting. Board in the James. Board in the lap, please. Cool. You're texting back there. Why? Do you have a project you're working on right now? What are you working on? You working on a project? Are you? Looks like you're texting. Okay, just checking in. You're going to want to do this. Okay, everybody, here we go. Oh, an error. Okay, let's try to refresh that. There we go. Okay, cool. That's better. That's not better. There we go. There we go. Okay, cool. All right. So let's we're doing a charcoal figure drawing. So let's just go. Now I want you guys to get your vine charcoal. I want you to get the round one. It's lighter. There's compressed and there's vine charcoal. So we're gonna start with the vine charcoal first. And here we're just gonna go figure drawing and hold it like this. It's gonna feel awkward at first, but just do it. Figure drawing, charcoal. Okay, boom, there we go. Figure drawing, charcoal. 12, what is it, 17? 18, 17, what? Anybody? Oh, well. Oh, yeah, I am, but I know the date. Okay. First thing, I want to talk about proportions. So small over here, write down proportion. And proportion, number one, okay, we want to do that. I mean, number one, the same time we're doing proportion, we're thinking of the action or the gesture. So we're kind of going to do those simultaneously. But here we go. The main proportion, and here's I got your reference up on the screen. From the top of the head to the bottom of the feet. So we're going to put the top of the head here. And we're going to draw a really light line coming down like so, because this is a standing pose. And we're going to put the bottom of the feet like right here. We'll go bottom of the feet. This is where her feet are going to land about right there. Okay. So that's off the screen a little bit. There we go. Now, from the top of the head to the bottom of the feet, a little bit lower than halfway is the pubic bone. Okay, that's about halfway. So we're going to go, that's about halfway. And then I'm going to take my hand here like so. I'm going to go like this, and I'm going to go like that. And I go, let's move that down a little bit here. Okay? And then I'm going to go like this, and I'm going to go like that, okay? And because she's standing now, I know that she's got this, she's bending backwards, she's leaning back, so we're going to take that into consideration. But her pubic bone's about right here, and that's about the halfway mark on the human body. We don't want to make the legs too short, so people usually make, on a standing pose, they usually make the legs too short. I'd rather you draw off the page than make them too short, but some people say, oh, I want my figure to fit on the page, so this is a way that you can control that, okay? So we're going to go like this. We're just going to go, give her a, well, she's going like this. We're going to go heads over here about, and her body's moving in this direction like this. This is loosely, and look how I'm holding the charcoal here. So here's her body's doing this. And this is this side of the body doing this. So we're not trying to get an exact line right now. We're trying to get the action. We're trying to get the pose, okay? And then this is moving this way. Let's put her hips in. Let's just go lightly like that, okay? Now, let's check her shoulders. This one, it goes, this is the slope of the shoulders about like so, okay? I'm exaggerating it a little bit. Her head, she's looking down, so we're going to go like this because she's looking down. That tells the viewer that she's looking down. Okay, let's get the back of the neck. That's going to flow into the shoulders like this. Okay, and then we're going to get the neck coming down like this. And we're using a light touch, okay? We're not pushing down hard. There's that shoulder over here, and then here's that shoulder over here. Now, your guys' job today is to, hey, hold it like this. Don't hold it overhand, makes that squeaking sound. So hold it, just hold it down like this, okay? All right. So your guys' job is to look at my drawing, look at the reference, and look at your own drawing, of course, okay? All right, okay. So we're gonna have her legs gonna be coming down. Now let's put this center line in. So about right here, that's the pubic bone down here, okay? And the hips are gonna come up. We're gonna put in her leotard right here like that. It's wrapping around. And this is a wrapping around this way like that. This leg's gonna be coming down at an angle, and it's gonna come down about halfway. This is the knee right here. We're gonna come down at an angle. That foot's kind of coming down, sweeping down towards us. I'm gonna bring that knee in a little bit. That knee needs to be narrow. Okay, that calf's coming out. And it's coming back in. So it's going out wider and then coming in narrow. And when I'm not talking, I'm just giving you guys some time to process. I'm giving you guys time to catch up. Okay, we're gonna put her hips in here. So this is coming up and around. This is the iliac crest coming up. You got your rear end here, the pelvis coming up, and then down right here. You can see this is the front of the pelvis here, and we're gonna come around this to this side, and the front of the pelvis is over there. Okay. So this little mark that I made right here, a little bit darker. Let me zoom in here. That's this right here. And it's over here in the shadows. You can barely see it over here. Okay, so that's a landmark, the front of the iliac crest, okay? Now let's have this leg coming out like so, and this knee is higher than this knee. So this knee right here, the right leg's higher than the knee on the left leg. So take note of that. Here we're gonna have more of a straight line. This is gonna come down. And the quadricep is a long curve, curving over. And you got your knee coming back, straightish line. And now I'm comparing one ankle to the other. So here's this ankle right here. This is lower than this ankle right here because she's got her foot up. So her foot's coming down and you got her toes doing this. All right. So we're gonna go knees like this. We're gonna wrap around. That calf's gonna come out. Now watch this. We're gonna come in. We got the S curve here. And we have the heel coming out. And the arc of the foot or arch of the foot, the ball of the foot, like so. And this is wrapping under. Now this foot's low, this foot's lower. I just noticed, okay, right here, this foot's lower, the left foot, so we want that to be lower on the page. Okay, we're blocking this in. We're putting in big major shapes first and the pose, and then we're gonna put in shapes of value, okay? Super, super important when you're drawing anything believable or you want something to be dimensional, okay? When you're using charcoal or pencil or paint, it doesn't matter. We want to be thinking light and dark values. So right now, we need to add, I'm going to put a plus sign right here, medium values, and a plus sign, dark values. Okay? So now let's fine tune this part of the body. We have this curve here, we have a straight, and then we have her rib cage coming up, and it connects to where the neck comes out of. So I'm going, see how I'm taking the neck like this and drawing through? I'm drawing through like so. And that gets narrow, and then it comes out. Now leotard's doing this, and there's a bump here. This part right here is a gluteus medius right here, this area right here. And then we got the gluteus maximus come back there too. And that leg's coming down. Okay. So arm, I drew the arm coming out too far, so I'm gonna fix that. I'm gonna bring that arm in. It's curved slightly, and the elbow ends about at the bottom of the rib cage. So the bottom of her rib cage is about right here. And you can see a little bit of the arc of the rib cage right here on her. And hold the charcoal underhand like this. Don't hold it underhand, but hold it underhand, not overhand, okay? I want you guys to try holding it like this. Okay, then you're not going to get that screeching sound as well. Okay, so we're going to go like this. The wrist ends about at the great trochanter or the hip. And that hand's going to come down. So see, I'm going straight and I'm going straight. And here we have the elbow. We're going to go straight. Now this is wider here at the top of the lower arm, and then it gets narrow, and we're going to come out like so with the hand. Right there, that's where the knuckles are. And we're going to have the fingers coming back. I'm just stopping so you guys can catch up. All right, let's put this arm in. This arm's a little bit foreshortened. Her upper right arm's a little bit foreshortened. It's coming towards us. So we're going like about right here. Now this part, I want to zoom in so you guys can see this better. Why isn't it zooming in? Hold on. There we go. Okay, so this is the line that I'm going to make here. This is a pectoral muscle, and we want to come over and follow along right here where the arms press it into the breast, and then the arms coming forward. Okay, so we want to make this line right there. Okay, so I'm going to zoom in a little bit. So we're going to arc over. I'm going to bring this arm out a little bit. And then his arm's coming up. And her wrist is ending about right here on her face. So her wrist is ending there. This is about middle of her face right there. That's about the brow, like the brow line. And we're going to go thin to wide. And here, let's make this straightish. Make this bigger here. And then we're going to have that hand to the knuckles. And I'm going to zoom in here so you guys can see this better. See what I'm doing here? There we go. And this is coming, these fingers, one finger's coming up, not touching her head, and then these fingers are grouping together and touching her forehead. And there's the forehead. Okay, so I want you guys to take a minute and take a look here. Now, what do I need to point out to you guys? Anything? I think we're good. I want to talk about the center line. So, center line, we got the pit of the neck. We got the sternum right here, so put the pit of the neck in. We got the sternum. Down here, we got the belly button about. And then this curves, we got the pubic bone. Okay, so this is the center line of the body, and that's an important thing to pay attention to, okay? Now that we have this blocked in, what we're going to put in medium and dark values. So we're going to be looking at shapes. Shapes of value. All right? So right here on the shoulder, right, we have this triangular shape. Okay, so we're going to put that in first. And then that shape, what it does is it goes down the arm. So we want to make a decision. We go, okay, what's light? Where's the division? Where's the division of light and dark? Light and dark, okay? And then this dark line goes down the forearm and onto the hand. Okay, so we have this triangular shape right here. Okay, then we're going to come down the arm. And down the forearm. And the whole front of the hand, this is all in shadow. And these fingers right here, these are in shadow. So we're just massing the fingers together. We don't need to put any nails on there or make any detail. Okay? Okay, next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the neck, to the shoulder area, the neck right here. We're going to go, okay, right here on the neck, there's this triangular shadow shape up here. So look, right there where the jawline is, it comes down the sternocleidomastoid. That right there, that line is crucial. This line right here, where this comes up to her ear. Her ear is about right here. And that's just like a letter C. And right here is the jaw. And we're coming down, and there's a cast shadow. starting from the pit of the neck, coming down the sternum. There's this shadow shape on that side, and I got to get rid of that, so I'm just gonna go like that. Let's put the strap of her leotard here. Let's put the strap of her leotard right here, and then we're gonna arc that, wrap that around her body here, and that's coming out on this side and that side. So as we're working, we're going right side, left side, right side, left side, right side, left side. So let's go on the right side of her right arm here. And we're gonna go, let's start at the hand to work our way down. There's that shadow shape on the hand. And here it's coming down the forearm to the elbow. I'm going to fill that in. And like that got smudged, and it's going to get smudgy, and that's okay. But we're going to redefine lines. We're going to redefine edges. Okay. So now let's go to the, okay, and this shape goes like this. This is curved on the chest there. Now let's go to the torso. The chest and the torso and the stomach and the pelvic area. So we're going to come down the breast like that. We're going to come up like so. We're going to curve around. And we're going to arc. I'm just following the angle of the shadow. And that curves like that. And that comes down to here. And we'll fill that in. Then as we're working, we're stopping, we're taking note. What can I fix? What can I improve? Let's go to the hair for a second here. And we're just blocking in general shapes right now. Okay, let's put in that hair shape. We're going to go across here. Oh, let's put in the shadow. So I'm going to zoom into the face. And I want to point this out. Watch this. So we're going to go down right here. There's along the brow, there's a line here. And then it's going to go forward, back. And advanced people, you should pay attention to this too. Forward, back, forward. We're going to go all the way through to the chin. Okay, see that zigzag line right there? And her hair's also dark. We're going to treat that as a shape. So we're going to go, forehead is forward. We're going to go back. Actually, we're going to go over like this. Back a little bit. We're going to go forward to the chin. And we're just going to make that one mass. Nose is sticking out a little bit here. We're not trying to get any detail. What we're trying to do is we're trying to simplify right now. We're trying to simplify. Okay. So let's put that hair shape in. And then she's got a ponytail coming up top, and that's coming down. And we're gonna just block all that in and color all that in. Simplify, simplify, simplify. And then we go in with those simple shapes first and those, and then we can go back in and we can fine tune it and put in smaller shapes. But right now we're gonna block in that big stuff. I'm seeing that some of these shapes are kind of wrong right here, but that's okay. All right, we got a cast shadow right here that we missed, or I missed, in her armpit area. Right here, we have this cast shadow. The arm is making a shadow on her rib cage right here. So we want to curve that. And we want to curve this. And then let's do this. Then we're going to go along and we're going to just lightly darken this area outside of her, the background. So I'm moving the background now. Okay? We're making sure, see, I don't have a line there. I have an edge. I have an edge of medium value and light value. We can take our smudge tool and soften that, wrap around that. We can take our smudge tool, soften that edge. We can take our smudge tool and press all this in. Like, see what happens when you go like this with your smudge tool. See what happens when you go like this with your smudge tool. So we can get that really soft edge up here. You see that? Or really soft edge like that. So right here, there's a muscle. It's called your sartorius muscle, and it comes down the front. Not the front, but the inside of your leg. And the sartorius muscle, it divides the quads from your adductors, but that comes down like so. And let me zoom in here. And then on her, you see this muscle that it goes like this right here. See a dark value here, that's called your tensor. All right, let's move down. How's the speed? Am I going at a good pace for you guys? Okay, I think we're doing good. All right. Now, let's go to the right leg and let's put in the shadow shapes on the right leg. Let's redefine this line here. See, I'm choked up on the vine charcoal, pressing down, arcing over, and arcing under. I'm doing this S curve. And then we're going to go across the thigh. This is a cast shadow. The left leg's making a cast shadow on the right leg. So it's wrapping around, and it's wrapping around and coming down. And then here, this is where we have our core shadow happening. And let's go to the focus on the legs here. There we go. And I'm going to zoom in into the legs here on our pose. Okay. So we're going to come down. Now, this is going to come in. Watch. Here's the quad muscle coming in. And then we have our kneecap right here. See, this curves inward. And then we have our kneecap or patella. Okay. Then we have the front we have this right here. That's the front of the tibia, I would say. And this curves down. And then we curve this again. That's the calf muscle or gastrocnemius. And then we have your soleus here. And then we have our shin coming down to the foot. And we're going to fill all of that in from bottom to top, or top to bottom, however you want to look at it. And then a cast shadow on her heel. Now this horizontal thing here, that's a cast shadow on the ground. There we go. Really want to darken that. We want to make the skin tone darker than the leotard there. So I'm taking my thumb, kind of taking away, lifting out some of that charcoal here. We want this to be darker. Let's take our smudge tool and really press that in there. Because the tone of the skin is darker than the tone of the white leotard. And I'm softening that. Blending this part of the thigh, not blending the. I'm not blending or softening the cast shadow, but I'm softening on the leg where it's moving into the light here. So let me zoom in here so you guys can see what I'm doing a bit better. So that I'm softening that. And you could take your eraser, because I see that shape isn't right. I'm going to carve that out. And you can juggle. There we go. You know, you go back and forth between dark and light and dark and light. And I'm just softening this edge here. So that division, that's the calf muscle. That's the gastrocnemius. This is the soleus. There's some other muscles in there, but those are the main ones. Let's get rid of that. And as you're working on a piece of art, always stop, look at your piece, look at your reference, see what's going on. What do you need to change? What do you need to improve? Okay. All right, let's go over to her left leg. Okay, we're going to come down. We're going to come over. And we're going to come down. And I'm going to move that to the left. Over to the right a bit. We're going to come down. We're going to move up slightly. We're going to move down that tibia. And this needs to come up higher. This is wrong here. This needs to curve. I'm redefining this line here. All this is in shadow. Right there. And this comes over right here on the knee. That comes over. And that comes down. I'm going to widen this a little bit. Okay, we're making good time. All right. So let's see where we're at. Let's put that foot in. Let's work on that leg. Okay, what we're going to do here, we're going to get our smudge tool. And we're going to come down. We're going to make this a darker even right here, the tensor muscle. And we're going to go take our fingers, go right to the edge of that leg. Because we can carve into this too. So I'm going to redefine that leg with the eraser. And I got to redefine this right here, this edge. Right there. Redefine that. And make that darker there. And fix that knee. Some of this is going to be you guys looking at the reference that I provided you and making your own decisions. I mean, you're following along what I'm doing, but also like look at the reference that's up on the screen and try to make some of your own decisions too to make your own drawing look better. I'm going to go into this knee right here. And I'm going to zoom into this knee right here. Like that. And there's these two sections. This curves like this. Goes back. It's a zigzag. And then it goes straight. So that is coming down. And then I need to erase this part right here. And I'll zoom out so you guys can There. The eraser's cool. It's an awesome carving tool. I'm just going in there and fine tuning shapes of the knee. So we got a little bit of time. So I'm going to work on that a little bit. And I'm going to zoom out. Let's take a look. There we go. I hope you can't see. Oh, okay. Look, I gotta do this. Hold on. How come it's not? I gotta zoom out even more. I don't know what's going on here. Okay, so we're gonna go a couple more minutes. I don't know why the whole thing's not showing on the screen. Oh, I want to get down to that foot. Let's get down to that foot right there. Okay. So this foot, we're just going to go out like this, blend outward. That foot's at an angle going like this. We're just going to blend to the right. And then these toes are doing this. We're just going to keep that simple. Blend that out. One line for the big toe. We're just going to go one line for the big toe there. Okay, we're just going to separate that one big toe. That's it. Make that foot a little smaller. I don't know why it's not showing up. If I go big screen, no. I don't know why the whole thing's not showing up on the... If I go back more, will it show the whole thing? There we go. I gotta go way back here. I don't know why, but okay, here we go. So you guys can see it. Let's go way back here like that, and you can get a whole view of it. Looks like it's lagging a little bit, but whatever. Okay, I didn't get into the compressed charcoal. We just used vine charcoal. I'm just trying to play with that a little bit more. I like the compressed charcoal though. Should have included some of that. Now I'm taking some compressed charcoal into these darker areas, and that sticks a little bit better. So in those darker areas of the figure, feel free to take some of that compressed charcoal and smear that in, and use your smudge tool, and I want you to feel the difference between that compressed charcoal and the vine charcoal. So take that compressed charcoal, and I'm going to go over these core shadow areas. A core shadow is where the value, it's the darkest part of the value on an object. So it's where your the light turns into the shadow, it gets the darkest right here. So it would be right here on the calf. I put some of that on the leg, the thigh here, where the quads are. Here's the calf. Right there. I put some of that, a little bit of it at the soleus right there. And I'm going to put some of that right up here. I'm taking this, and that's the square charcoal. Right here. Anywhere where it's a little bit darker, where you have your core shadow. I'm going to go right here. I'm going to go right here. Take the smudge tool and soften it. Blending to the left. I'm gonna now I want to talk about background. So I want you guys to take your willow stick or your vine charcoal, and I want you to take it like this. I want you to break a little piece off so you have a little nub. So break a little piece off so you got a little nub, and it's gonna take that and hold it sideways. And zoom in, and I want you to hold that sideways and press into the tone that background, and look at the, don't go around it, go right to the edge of the figure. Go right to the edge of the figure. Okay, don't create a little halo around it. You've got to go all the way to the edge of the figure. So watch this. We're going to go like that and go right to the edge of the figure. We're not doing a little white edge going around it. We want those edges to go right next to each other. Do you know what I'm saying? And if some of the edges of your figure blur out or get soft, that's okay. Don't worry about it. But look, I'm going right to the edge of the figure. I'm looking at my calf and I'm going, that calf is way too skinny. So I got to carve that out. I got to put some more meat on that. Redefine that edge and blend outward. Okay. I totally obliterated this hand. That hand's totally gone, but that's okay. You know what I mean? It's all right. It's no biggie. I don't know what's going on with the thing, but okay, that's it. How was it? That was good, huh?
this in my cubby?
Okay, what I want you guys to do is put this down. I don't want you to, we got 5 minutes, 6 minutes. I want you to walk around and look at everybody's drawing. Okay, I want you guys to walk around. Yeah. And I want you guys to walk around and look at each other's really quick, and then put everything away. Good job. Hey, can you guys out there, can you see the whole, you guys online, can you guys see the whole charcoal figure? Will you let me know? I can't see the comments. Are you guys commenting? Maybe I need to see, oh. I'm asking them online if they can see it. Can you guys see the whole figure? Can you guys see the whole figure top to bottom, or part of it? You people online that are watching. Because on my screen I can't see it. The comments should pop up right here, right?
I don't know.
Okay, anyway, I'm gonna sign off, guys. Later.